Hello everyone, welcome to Micah's coding class. Today we're going to learn how to create a to-do list app which you can add anything. Hit add task, and you can also remove anything by just clicking the delete. So I'm going to be using HTML, CSS and JavaScript, and without any further ado, let's kick into it. So I open my coding editor, Visual Studio Code, and I'm going to open a new file by clicking on Ctrl N, and it opens a file. And to save, we press Ctrl Shift S, and then we choose a preferred folder and save it as anything. I'm gonna save it as index. After you save the name as anything you want, and then you press .html, so it will be recognized as a HTML file. And then open another file, save it as style or anything .css, and you open another one and save it as script.js. So now if we go back here, you see the index as in the HTML, CSS and JavaScript. And now I'm gonna open our index file, and then you can see it's totally blank. So we can change that by clicking on Shift 1 on a Windows computer, or HTML columns 5, and click on enter. It'll show you this. Same thing as Shift 1. It'll also show you this. So we're going to write, in the title we're going to say to do list app, and then we're going to save. If we move back here, refresh, now you see it says to do list app. And now if we go back here into our body, I'm going to create a div with the class name of to do, and with to do container. And inside the div, we're going to create a h1, and it's going to say to do list, and then we're going to create another div inside the container div. I'm going to say div with an ID of app, and then if we go inside, we're going to say impute. The type will just be text. I'm going to give it an ID of task impute, and then the placeholder will be add a new task. And then right below that, we're going to create a button with an on-click function, and that on-click function is going to be add task, and we're going to create the add task function in our JavaScript, and we're gonna say add task, and then if we save, move back to where we saved it as and refresh, now you see everything is looking pretty nice, but we still need to style it and add some code. And right over here, we're going to, in our head function in our HTML, we're going to say link, and then we're going to say rel style sheet, and href will be equal to style.css. So if we save, and if we go to our CSS, we can start coding right there. So we're going to say body, and then inside the body we're going to say font family, Arial, sans serif, and then we're gonna say background color, it's going to be hashtag 74 F4 F4 F4, and then margin will be 0, padding will also be 0, display will be flex, align items, center, justify content, also center, and the height will be 100 VH. And then the next, we're gonna start our to-do container. We can just go over here and copy this, Control C to copy, and Control V to paste. And then we're gonna say the background color will be FFF, and then the padding will be 20 pixel, the border radius will be 8 pixel, and the box shadow will be 0, 0, 10 pixel, and RGBA will be 0, 0, 0, and the alpha will be 0.1. And then we're going to start our H1, and then we're going to say text outline, it's going to be equal to center, that's all. And then we're going to start our app div, which is right here, and then we're just going to say text outline center, and then we're going to start our task input, is going to be padding is going to be 8 pixel, margin bottom will be 10 pixel, and that's it. And then we move over to button, and then we're gonna say padding will be 8 pixel, 16 pixel, And then our background color, we can just make it whatever we want, but I'm going to say 4CAF50, and then the color will be FFF. The border will be none, and the cursor will be pointer. And now we're going to create our button hover. Button hover, and we're gonna say background color will be 4 5 A049, and then we're gonna start our UL, which we're going to create in our JavaScript. UL, I'm gonna say list style type will be none, padding will be 0, and then we're gonna style our li, which we're also going to create in our JavaScript. We're gonna say display flex, justify contents, space between, align items will be center, padding will be 8 pixel, and margin bottom will be 8 pixel, and background color will be E0 E0 E0, and then our border radius will be 4 pixel, and we're going to create a delete button function. Delete button, short for BTN, and then the background color will be red, the color will be FFF, and the border will be none, and padding will be 4 pixel, 8 pixel, and the margin left will be 8 pixel, and the cursor will be pointer, and then we're going to create a delete button hover, and then we're just going to say background color will be equal to D3 to F2F, if we just save and move back to a save task, if everything's done correctly, if we refresh, it'll look like this. But we can't add anything yet unless we add our JavaScript, and which we're going to do right now. So we're going to go back to our HTML, and right at the bottom I'm going to say script source script.js. So we save and move to our script.js. Now we can start coding. So we're going to say function add task, and then inside that function we're going to create a var, and then it's going to be task input, and then it's going to be equal to document dot get element by id task input. Alright, we're going to create another var task list, and then that's going to be equal to document dot get element by id task list. And then right at the bottom we're going to say if task input dot value dot trim is not equal to anything, and then we're going to write some code for that, and then we're going to say var list item equal to document dot create elements li, and we're going to say var task text will be equal to document dot get element by id dot create not get element by id dot create element, and that will be equal to span. And then we're going to say task text dot inner text will be equal to task input dot value. And then I'm going to say var delete delete button, will be equal to document dot create element button, and then I'm gonna say delete button dot inner text equal to delete, and delete button dot class name is going to be equal to delete btn. Now I'm gonna say delete button dot on click equal to function, and then it's gonna say list item dot remove. So the next we're gonna say list item dot append child, and that's going to be tax text. And list items dot append child, and that will also be equal to delete button, and then right here we're going to say task list dot append child will be equal to list item, and the last thing we're gonna do is say task input dot value. So now I'm gonna say equal to nothing, and we're going to go and check our work. So let's refresh now and type anything. List, and then click add task, and now you see right there, if we click delete, it's over there. You can type anything and click delete and tap it multiple times, and can also delete. So that's the end of this video. I hope you like, subscribe, try to do more of this on your own, and hit the notification bell so if I post any new videos you'll be the first to know. My name is Micah, and this is Micah's coding class, and happy new year to every one of you watching this video.